So, as most of you know, we recently lost legendary actor Carl Weathers at the age of 76. Cause of death remains unknown as of this commentary. But in honor of his passing and all the work that he left behind, and all the work that fans like me cherish, I decided to review a movie of his that I really enjoyed, and that movie is the remake of The Defiant Ones. Now, this remake came out in 1986. It was a TV movie, and it co-starred Robert Urich. And I like the team up and the interplay between them. This particular story, like the original, took place at a chain gang camp. And the whole premise goes the same way that the original one did. The original one stars Sidney Poitier and Tony Curtis. And in this one, much like the original, we get to explore the interplay and the dynamics between the two characters, the two convicts. At first, it started out very tense because you get the idea that Robert Urich's character really didn't like Carl Weathers' character, and it was obvious that it was racial because he did use some racial epithets in the earlier part of the movie, and when as they got on the run and they got to know each other and be intimate with each other's plight and situations, those tensions pretty much subsided. And they decided to put that aside for the common goal. And what I did like about it was you would think that a person like Robert Urich's character was from the Deep South, but he was from the city. That's not to say that the Deep South doesn't have any metropolitans. They certainly do. But I like the contrast between Robert Urich's character and Carl Weathers' character. Carl Weathers' character is from the rural area, and Robert Urich's character is from the metro environment. So I like that dynamic between them as well. And there's a lot of twists and turns in this movie. We get to see the sheriff and the co-sheriff that's after them. It's kind of a flip side of Robert Urich and Carl Weathers. There's the black sheriff and there's the deputy sheriff that's also after the two convicts. And we also have the lynch mob that was looking to assist the sheriff's department, but the sheriff pretty much just nixes that idea. But the lynch mob decides to go after Carl Weathers' character and Robert Urich's character anyway. Eventually, they catch up with them and they tie him up, but they escape. And the story really comes to a head when they get to a woman's house. And she's a very lonely woman who has a son. So she's a single mother with a kid of age. I would say that the kid is no more than maybe 12 or 13. And he's already using shotguns. And from what we learned, that he's proficient in the shooting because he shot ducks, He shot squirrels and other animals that he hunted, and they cooked and ate those animals. But yeah, this woman is lonely, but she's also very prejudiced towards Carl Weathers' character. And when she sees Robert Urich's character, she's so thirsty that she wants to run away with him to Kansas City, where her sister lives, and take him with her. And but she ain't gonna take Carl Weathers' character. She tells him where the train is, but we later find out that she lied about the whole train. She just plans on getting rid of Carl Weathers' character, so she gave him the wrong directions intentionally so he could sink in some quicksand that's in that swamp. So Robert Urich's character develops like a conscience, and he says, nah, I'm not having that. So he goes and off to save Carl Weathers' character. He's shot by her son, and he has a gun wound and everything. And for those of you who may know your firearms and guns, he was shot with a rifle, and I'm not sure what kind of damage the rifle can do to as far as the internal organs go, but he did lose some blood, and he was kind of woozy. At first, he had some energy because I think he had an adrenaline rush, and he was running to warn Carl Weathers' character. But by the time he reached him, it was obvious that he was out of energy because he was just losing blood. So they see the train, and they were getting ready to go on the train. And Robert Urich's character, he was running for the train. Now, Carl Weathers' character got on the train, and the dude was just running and running. But he ended up falling. But and Carl Weathers was like, ah, man, you know something? I could get away, but this wouldn't be right. He came to warn me, so let me play it forward. So he jumps off the train to rescue Robert Urich's character. And he takes Robert Urich's character in his arms, and he ends up singing a gospel song to him that he sung earlier in the movie. Now, it should be noted that these two were chained together, but they were separated. Their chain was eventually severed by the woman that harbored prejudiced feelings towards Carl Weathers' character. And at the end of the movie, the two are found by a tree by the sheriff and the warden and some of the sheriff's men. And that's how the movie ends. So I give this movie like 3.5 stars. This was a very good and excellent movie. Yes, it was a television movie, and it was well done for that format. Years ago, I seen this on HBO, and I definitely do like this, and I highly recommend it. You can see this movie on YouTube. It's for free. So I'm going to leave a link in the description box, and you can watch it for yourself. But I just like to say RIP to Carl Weathers, who has transitioned at the age of 76. This is Iron Will Media.